What's up, guys? This is Dylan Withers. I am here with Isaiah Fishburn.
Hello, everybody.
And welcome to Musicians Musings.
Welcome back, everybody.
I'm not bad for my first attempt.
Yeah, I think that was pretty good. The hard part is waiting.
It is.
Welcome back, everybody. It's been a long time.
It's been a minute, but we are back.
It's been, like 5 months?
Somewhere around there. I think the last one was May.
Yeah. It was beginning of May, I think. So it's been a hot minute.
I believe so.
Yep. But you'll immediately notice there's something different going on. Zeke's not on the podcast, but we're doing something different. We're trying out different platforms, and we're getting this done a different way. So from now on, it'll be me and Dylan kind of going at this from a different angle.
Right.
And so hopefully Dylan will keep my ADHD in check. But
we'll see.
Dylan?
So the main difference in this podcast is going to be we are recording remote for most of it, as much as we can.
Yeah.
We live about 2 hours, hour and a half away from each other, so it would be hard to meet. Also, we're doing this podcast monthly. Now, I believe that's a commitment that we can both handle.
Yeah, for sure. And I'm still thinking, originally we were doing like 20 to 25 minute podcasts. This is what this episode will be, around 20 minutes, probably, maybe a little bit under that. Since we're doing one a month, there might be some that are a little bit longer, some that are a little bit shorter than that. I'm still thinking probably around that same length, though, for most of them. What do you think?
We're going to try to keep it at that.
Yeah, we'll try. We have several different parts on some topics, I'm sure, but for sure.
All right, so what are we getting into today?
So I thought we could recap what we did over the summer and kind of the fall, too, because it's been a hot minute. So, like, I know middle of May for our church, we had a youth rally, and then right the next day we had Develop Conference, both musically and spiritually. That was pretty great. For the youth rally, I was on keys. We had Ashton Pinkerton on drums. It was Isaac Stratton. He's a younger man in my church. He plays bass, and so he was on bass, and then Zeke was on guitar. Everybody except for me was sounding pretty good. I messed up several times, and I'm pretty sure that the other musicians had me muted in their in-ears, but I don't know that for sure. What else?
It sounded pretty good.
Oh, thanks. And then we had
it was rocking in there.
And then the next really big event was Peak, which Dylan actually played. He played guitar. So shout out to Dylan.
Yes.
Anything you want to say on that?
I got the opportunity, probably unwisely, to play both rhythm and lead guitar for Peak this year, and it was an absolute blessing. I had a blast.
That was awesome.
It was good.
Yeah, and I think there's a lag definitely between us, which is fun for us because then we're talking over each other, except it's supposed to be on point for those listening. So the more we do this, the better. The better I'll get.
Yeah, we'll see how it turns out.
Yep. But then also we had Camp Klesis. That was the next big conference thing that we did. Dylan was unfortunately not able to go to Camp Klesis this year because he got married. And so he was spending time with his wife.
I did.
And that was fun. That was a fun wedding. So, Camp Klesis.
I got married in August of this year.
And it's hard to believe it was like that long ago. It doesn't seem like it's been that long.
I know.
But fortunately, I was able to be used for Camp Klesis. There were several funny parts about it. Like, Dylan knows that I'm the head cadet at my church, and so I usually help out cadet-wise for the region, whether officially or unofficially. I'm always helping out. And so I was actually able to officially lead the cadets for Camp Klesis this year. The team did really good. I had Austin, Dylan's younger brother, and Uriah Burton doing it, and both of them did a phenomenal job for sure. But I get down there, and Dylan, I don't think you knew this part. I get down there and find out Devin, who's on the youth committee, thought that somebody else on the youth committee was putting together a team for the screen. And so there was 3 different members of the committee thinking the other was going to do it. And so I get down there, and then I just kind of get volunteered.
I didn't know that.
And so about an hour before service, I'm still trying to find somebody. I got all the slides put in. I built the whole setup for the week, and I was able to get people to cover. So we had Zeke, Mallory Mead, a young lady from my church, Gabby. She was on there, but it was fun.
Let's not forget about the light fiasco on, what was it, Thursday night or Wednesday night?
Yeah, it was the second to last night, and Joe Buxton's preaching. And I joked around with some of the committee, like, Devil just didn't want that to happen. We're having to go to a move. It was like a conference light setup just randomly started during the middle of preaching. And it was funny because my team in the back who was running the screen, like, had their hands up at the time. So I knew they didn't push any buttons.
Right. The power in that building was a little spotty, so
That's true.
I'm sure that was cause for the lights to.
That's true. Let's see here. So next on the list that I have written down is a Q&A. So during the interim, our listeners have still been faithful even when we haven't been. So thank you guys for that. I had several 5-star reviews and several downloads in that.
Good deal.
One person on Apple Podcasts, which is the number one podcast platform we have going on. A lot of people listen through there. Yes. So I don't remember the username. I just copied and pasted the note to my notes here. And the question is, who are your top 5 biggest influences when it comes to your instrument, and who shaped your style? So, Dylan, do you want to take your portion, and then I will take my portion on that?
So obviously the people that you hear the most are going to be your top influences. So my top influence was probably not even a bass player. It was Devin Deeds, who is my keys player.
Yeah.
If I had to choose 5, I probably listened to Justin Raines a lot. I listened to Travis Dykes a lot. The bass player before me was Paul Smith. I listened to him a lot. These next 2 aren't musicians, but as far as what they had me listen to and how they directed me to music, my parents were huge influences in my musical journey. So I don't know if that was 5. I didn't count.
I didn't count either. But let's see. The other part of that question was, who shaped your style? So for the style portion, like, those are the people who influenced you in music, but who shaped your style? Where did that come from?
Yeah. My style came from listening to guys like Justin Raines. I listened to a little bit of Andrew Goucher, a lot of Marcus Miller, Victor Wooten, that sort of thing. Yeah. A lot of instrumental jazz fusion type stuff.
Yeah, and Victor Wooten is just off the charts good.
Mind-blowing.
It's ridiculous. Like, I'm not a bass player by any means. I know the basics, like very beginner basics, but like, there's times where I'll just pull up a video just to watch him because he's just absolutely incredible.
For sure.
Let's see. My top biggest influences and how they shaped my style. For drums, I would say Austin Keith and a little bit of his brother Ashton. At first, it was just Austin Keith, but then Ken Sharp and Daniel Bernard are also really big on where I get all my ideas from usually. I doubt either of them are listening, but shout out to them. They're phenomenal. That's 3. But then Ryan Jeans is also incredible. He's been an extreme help talked to him several times. Whether he's realized it or not, he's helped me tremendously. And then a couple other people, Nate Mead, he's also in our region. He's been very good. Him and Aaron, his younger brother, for drums at least, have been very good. And I've listened to them quite a bit and gotten several ideas and turned them around into my own variation. So.
Well, and that's what music is all about, taking somebody else's ideas and making them your own.
Yeah, that's true.
So,
yeah.
Yeah, great question.
Yeah, phenomenal question. So on my notes, I have a group reflection to kind of end this segment before we do a wrap up. What makes somebody influential beyond skill?
That is a great question. You want to take this one first?
So I look at it differently. I'm the weirdo. I look at things very different than others. But so first of all, I think of the belief structure, which I don't always follow 100%, but usually it helps me toggle how much I'll look up to somebody. Like, I'm an apostolic Pentecostal. If they aren't in the same denomination, if they don't believe there's one God, we have to be Holy Ghost filled and baptized in Jesus' name, I'm probably not going to look up to them as much, because to me it's a difference of opinion. So that's part of it for me, but also spirit and humility, consistency.
For sure. I think my definition of somebody who you could look up to beyond skill, I would say they have to be a good person, number one. They have to have other qualities other than music that you like about them. They do have to be good at music. They have to know their stuff.
Oh, for sure.
One thing that I look for in a mentor is their dedication to practice.
Yeah.
I look for dedication to practice, dedication to their craft, pursuing excellence in that, and also their mentees, the people that they're training, how are they doing? And obviously you can't completely judge them off of that, but if they've got people underneath them who are thriving, chances are you are going to thrive under them as well.
Oh, yeah, for sure. Phenomenal. But we wanted to thank everybody for listening, even when we haven't been putting out. We're going to shoot, like we said, for one a month, roughly about 15, 20 minutes long. But thank you guys for listening. We've had several downloads in the interim, but you guys will have to join us in next month, because we might record here in a couple weeks, but we'll put it out next month. Decide on like a consistent day of the week too. But we'll put it out next month, talking about the why in music. Why start playing when there's other musicians, especially if they're good musicians, that are already playing your church?
It's going to be a really good one. Next podcast, we're going to talk about, like you said, the why. If I've already got great musicians in my church, why would I even try to become good? Why would I try to pursue excellence? I think we're going to give you guys some great insight on it. Hopefully, maybe we'll learn something as well.
Yeah. It's part of why we're here. We want to help you guys through our mistakes, but we also want to grow as musicians, perfect our craft. So join us in next month.
And I want to steal something. I want to steal something from Brother Booker and his podcast, Apostolic Children's Ministry. We are not experts at this. We are just passionate, and we love what we do.
I love that. I'm not the best at getting on other people's podcasts. I'm not even the best about getting on my podcast, but I love that. All right. Well, Dylan, do you have anything else? I'm out of notes.
I think that's it.
Awesome.
All right. Well, I hope this lag doesn't affect everything too much. And I apologize in advance, Isaiah, for the editing process.
It'll be interesting. We'll see how it comes up. I'll send you like a little rough draft before I post it.
All right.
It might be better that way.
Well, I hope you guys were able to learn something, glean something from our conversation today, and we'll see you guys in the next one.
Yeah. See you guys. Have a good rest of your week.